Welcome to the What's in Your Water podcast show. I'm so excited to be with you this morning so we can talk about water. Why are we talking about water? Because nobody else is talking about water. That's why. Nobody else in your feed right now is talking about water. I bet you I'm the only one, except for Allison, who's that chick that posts, oh my gosh, the water is just like so weird here where I moved. Other than her, I'm probably the only person talking about water. So I'm so excited to be with you. I'm William the Water Guy, and we're going to be talking about water. I wanted to discuss, last time I think we talked about lead or PFAS or something like that. But I think I want to take today and talk about some different stories. Okay, so today I think I want to go over different things that you probably haven't thought about as it relates to your water, like different filtration and stuff like that. So some questions that you might have as it relates to your water. How do I know if my tap water is safe? You don't. Or a little bit of background. How about this? A little bit of background about me and about how I started to get into this industry. So before we get into how do you know if your tap water is safe, I want to tell you a little bit about exactly how I got into the water game, so to speak. So I was in college. I was getting ready to get done with college, and somebody had asked me about a part-time job opportunity. And I'm in college. I'm broke, so I didn't even hesitate at all because I'm broke. I don't got any money. So he was asking me about a friend of mine was asking me if I wanted to work part-time, and I said sure. So I wound up going to his office, and it looked like a little lab, and we started talking about water, and we started talking about how clean water was an issue in Tulsa, where I was living at the time. And I'm sitting there talking about, what is he even talking about? So we go through some testing. We go through, and it was for a water filtration company. So the whole point was to do a test and show people, homeowners, what was going on with their water right then as it was. So at that point, if they didn't like what was going on, then we could show them what filtration options we had available, whole home filtration, at the sink filtration, and stuff like that. And so fast forward to today, I've been doing this for almost 7 years now. And the thing about it is that I go to home all across the state of Oklahoma and other states. I've been to Arkansas doing this, Kansas doing this, Texas doing this, Missouri doing this. I've literally tested water in homes in 5 different states. And what I can tell you is that the consistency of water that is hard, that's got chemical additives and stuff like that, all across the board in 5 different states that I've been in, has all been consistent with, they got a lot of chemical additives, they got a lot of hardness, which is excess calcium and excess magnesium. And so the question might come up that you might ask, and you might even be thinking as you're watching now, how do I know if my tap water is safe? I want to clear something up for you. Safe and legal are 2 different things. Safe and legal are 2 different things. You want to know if your water is safe? I'm here to tell you, well, it might be legal, but is it safe? It's your responsibility to know whether your water is safe or not. It's your responsibility to know whether your water is good for you or not. So are there filtration technologies out there that can remove different contaminants? Of course there are. There's reverse osmosis. There's softening equipment that you can buy and put in your home. I get a lot of questions about the Brita filters and the pure filters and stuff like that. Okay, the amount of contaminants that are in the Brita filters, I'm never going to tell you Brita is not going to work, because when you look at it, they've got carbon, they've got some pre-filter, they've got some resin, which is ion exchange, which is all the stuff that we use. But the amount that they have in that small little filter, you guys got to think about this. The contaminants that's in the water, can the filter keep up with the amount of contaminants that's in the water? If the filter is only this big, how quick is it before the filter is going to get full? The whole home units that we have available for our clients, it takes it's got to clean it out every other week or so. Every other week, our system will self-clean. And it's a whole house system. I'm talking the unit is about as tall as I am. I'm about 5'6". The unit's about that tall. So this little filter that you have from Brita, and then you've got a 58 or 52 inches of a unit. I'm telling you, from somebody that has these units and helps people get clean water, those units that are 52 inches in height, we got to clean those things out every other week. They need to be cleaned out from the contaminants that exist inside the water every other week. Whereas those little Brita filters, they tell you 6 months. Something's not adding up, guys. I got nothing against the filtration technology that's within the filter, because we use carbon, we use resin, we use these different filtration medias, as they say. But the amount of filtration media that they have inside those Britas, unfortunately, it is not to filter the water inside there. So let's break down the most common contaminants that you find in water. So a lot of people are worried about lead in pipes and stuff like that. Nowadays, plumbers are not, oh my gosh. I'm gonna be real with y'all. My wife is telling me to stop the show. I'm gonna have to come back, guys. She might have a new position. She might got a new job. So you're gonna have to see me later. All right, guys. Peace.